Hello, how's it going? We're starting another Frosthaven character showcase, playing Scenario 25 of base Gloomhaven. You've been warned, this video will spoil that scenario if you haven't attempted it yet. Today's party will feature the Banner Spear and Necromancer. I chose this combo because in theory, the Necromancer's numerous melee summons should give the Banner Spear an easier time lining up her attacks that require an ally in a certain position. On the right are the 3 cards I've decided not to bring this scenario. At level 1, each character will leave behind 3 cards. For the Banner Spear, the Heal 3 All Allies ability seems deceptively useful, given the Necromancer's numerous summons. However, with the Banner Spear being primarily melee and typically having faster initiative than the Necromancer, I expect her to be soaking up most of the damage. With only one self-heal card in her arsenal, we really cannot afford to be damaging ourselves with our actions, so at all costs is a no-go. We're going to attempt a melee focus build here, so I'm benching Set for the Charge and Driving Inspiration in favor of more proactive cards. As for the Necromancer, we are benching both our non-loss curse cards. This might be a mistake, I'm happy to admit, but I feel like it's worth attempting this, given that I expect it'll be hard to land a range 2 target 2 curse with Damned Horde this game, and that my other top actions will be more impactful than Eternal Torment's Attack 1 curse. Command the Wretched is a card that I really wanted to bring to increase the utility of my summons, but again, I cut it due to the underwhelming power level. In most cases, I'll either use it for the move +0 or the attack +0, seldom both, putting it under the power curve. Okay, we begin the scenario a fair distance away from these melee hounds, so we are going to act late in our turn. Hopefully the hounds will move forward, giving us a chance to then react to them. Alright, so let's remove the start tiles and let's begin the first round. As expected, the hounds move first. Let's see what action they chose. This is a standard. Elite is move 5, attack 3. Move 5 for elites, move 4 for normal. So we'll start with the elite hound, which has a move 5. It will not get into range of us. It will simply move here. Then the rest will follow suit, performing move 4s individually. Banner Spear. We are going to use the move 2 and compel 2. So we are going to move 2 here and compel our allied Necromancer to move 2. Right? And with our other card, we will simply resolve it as a normal attack 2. We're going to hit the Elite Hound. So let's draw a card. 2 damage. This has 2 retail, so we'll take 2 retail damage. Now it's the Necromancer's turn. The Necromancer is going to sacrifice 2 health to summon a skeleton. So the skeleton will be summoned right here. Now, please ignore the stat numbers on this skeleton. It is simply a move 2, attack 2, summon with no additional target, no additional shield, and it has 3 HP. Right? It's a very basic summon. Right? So ignore the stat numbers for the bones. They are not correct. We're just using this standee as a to indicate the shambling skeleton. Right, so that's the top action. For the bottom, we are going to play Transfer of Essence. This allows us to strengthen ally within range 3. We would strengthen ourselves here, because next turn we're going to do something powerful, but we can't. It has to be an ally, so we are choosing our allied Banner Spear. And we are going to poison one enemy within range 3. Let's poison this hound. And that's the end of the turn. We now begin round 2 by playing some of our fastest initiative cards on both the Banner Spear and the Necromancer. I'm just hoping here that we move before the hounds. Let's see if that happens. Woo! Yes, we do. We are speed tied. We purposely speed tied, and we purposely made the Banner Spear go before the Necromancer, because the second card is 22, which beats 30. So we're going to begin with the Banner Spear, who performs a move 4, followed by Incendiary Throw. So let's see what the move 4 is going to look like. We can do a move 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is a good place to end up. Yes. and then we will perform Incendiary Throw. We are going to target the poisoned Hound number 4. So this will do 2 damage. This is an attack 2 with Strengthen. So let's draw our cards. +2. 4 damage. And the Incendiary Throw also says if this attack causes the enemy to suffer damage, everything is wounded. Alright, so that's really wonderful. We then proceed to the moment everyone has been waiting for. This is going to be the Necromancer's big debut. The Necromancer is going to play Feral Remedy's bottom, heal 3, if an enemy dies this turn. So that will compensate for us losing 2 health while to summon the bones. And as you might expect, we are going to play Exploding Corpse to, well, explode this corpse. But before we do that, our summon first moves before us. So the bones will actually get to do its attack first. It is going to attack Hound number 2 because it's the elite. So it's going to draw a card. +1. This is basic attack 2, so it's 3 damage. Suffers retaliate 2. Still alive, barely alive, which is fine because we are going to make this corpse explode. Boom. After the corpse explodes, attack 5, target all adjacent enemies. So we are going to do them in order, starting from this elite hound here. Attack 5. Dead. Normal hound, attack 5. Almost dead. Will die to wound. Normal hound 4, attack 5. Dead. That felt so good! And of course, obviously a hound died, so we get the healing from Feral Remedy. Alright, now it's the hound's turn. This one dies to wound. It doesn't even get to act. Now the other will. Let's look at its card again. This is an attack 1 with Pierce and an attack move 2. So it's going to move 2. Let's move it here. Attack 1, Banner Spear went in first in the initiative order, so Banner Spear will take the hit. 2 damage. It also receives 1 wound damage. End round. That was a really good round. That was exactly what I was hoping to happen. I can't complain about that. Necromancer did its job there. For this turn, we really only have one objective. Inflict 4 damage to the Hound and take no damage ourselves. To do so, I'm going to play Unbreakable Wall. The push will allow me to attack the Hound without suffering retaliate damage. Unfortunately, I have to pair it with a useless bottom just for the initiative. I want to make sure that I go before the Hound so that the Hound doesn't have a chance to attack me. For the Necromancer, we're just going to finish it off with Ritual Dagger in case the Banner Spear isn't able to deal enough damage. Let's lock in these cards and start the round. Great, the Hound is slow again. This is fantastic. We are going to use Deflecting Maneuver later. We're going to start with Unbreakable Wall. This is an attack 3, push 1. We are in formation already. So all we have to do is to draw a modifier, which is a +1. This is 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a kill. We push. Let's push it in this direction. Alright, and because of the push, the retaliate doesn't happen because we are no longer within retaliate range. Then with the move 2, our Banner Spear can move and pick up the coin. For the Necromancer, we are going to use Ritual Dagger here. Now, there is actually no need for me to do this, but I want to generate Earth. So I'm going to give it a shot and hope that I don't draw a null here. That's not a null. This kills the Hound. And we are going to resolve Black Tidings, I believe, as a move 2 to pick up this coin. Normally, I'll be more tempted to pick up the bigger coin stack, but since money doesn't really matter in these one-shots, we're just going to take the 1 coin instead so that we can move further ahead on our next turn. And that's the end of the round. Now that we have killed all the enemies in the first room, our objective shifts to preparing ourselves adequately for the second room. For starters, our Banner Spear is going to perform a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, let's end here. And we are going to cast this on ourselves, heal 2, regenerate self. This will ensure we enter the next room with full health. As for the Necromancer, we are going to use the Earth we generated last turn with the Ritual Dagger to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This puts us in a nice position to perform our summon Shambling Skeleton. This will cost us 2 health, but we will get to put the skeleton right next to the door, which is absolutely perfect. This means that it can get into the action much more quickly when we do open the door. And that's this round. We'll call it here for this video. I think you'll all agree that the highlight of this first room was the use of Exploding Corpse, which, in my opinion, is one of the strongest tools in the Necromancer's arsenal at level 1. Attack 5, target 3 is insanely good. Normally, you'd line this up yourself with Willing Sacrifice's bottom, moving your payload, Exploding Corpse to B, into position with the Compel move 3. However, with the assistance of the Banner Spear's Compel move 2, I was able to position the skeleton precisely during the summon action, freeing my bottom action for Fell Remedy, which not only grants me a faster initiative, but also recoups the health loss from summoning the skeleton. That Banner Spear card has such an appropriate name. Combined effort for the win! Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time for room number 2.